Right, this is gonna be a video on what supplements I take and what my take on are supplements. Now, I've had quite a few comments on my Instagram, my YouTube, and people messaging me within the academy just saying what could help them and what is my take on supplements. I'm pretty simple with it. So, first of all, this is not an ad. Obviously, all the products that I've got are Ghost here, but that is purely and simply because they sent me them for free and they taste pretty good. But you don't have to buy from Ghost, it's just what I like. So, first of all, you've got whey protein. Now, whey protein is definitely not essential. So, this is your first product. You can get this off any sort of website. Like normally before Ghost sent me free stuff, I would just go for one of the big bulk powders or MyProtein because it's cheap and it's still good quality. Now, the only reason you really want this in your diet is if you struggle to hit your protein intake. Obviously, I weigh quite a lot, so sometimes that can be the case if I'm in a rush or if it's just convenient. So whey protein I'll have, but I'll not necessarily have it every day if I can fit it in with foods. But if you are someone that struggles to get calories in or to get protein especially, it might be worth picking some of this up just to bang it in. Smoothies, protein shakes, whatever you want. Nice, simple, easy protein. Not essential, but good to have in the house. Now, second one is, this has got some jazzy colours all over it, but all it is creatine monohydrate. Now, creatine monohydrate is probably one of the only supplements that actually has scientific evidence behind it because it's the only thing that's had long enough studies to do so. They're still doing studies on other supplements now, which probably won't be able to tell whether they're worth it or not until 10 years time, but this one has evidence that is dated long enough back. It improves performance by basically putting ATP back into your body, which is basically your energy stores. And it can apparently help with the extra couple of reps in the gym or increased power. I personally think that if I'm consistent with it enough and I actually take it every day, I can feel and notice the difference a little bit, maybe, but it's cheap enough where I would get it anyway. Again, this is Ghost, but you can just buy it off MyProtein and it is pennies. For the sake of what it could do to my training, I would always just take it just in case because it can help. And yeah, it's one of the only things that actually has scientific evidence that it actually works. This is pre-workout. Now, the only reason this is not essential again, and I'm not I'm not making it look like you need it at all. Like black coffee works just as well, but sometimes when you are tired, you've been traveling, for example, like I have been a lot recently, this can be a good supplement to have in your gym bag because when you can't be bothered and you have some of this, most of the time you are that shaky and wired that you will end up going to the gym. So sometimes this is a good one to have just in case. I definitely do not take it every day because you build up far too high of a tolerance for caffeine and it's not ideal because you pretty much get addicted to it. But that is something that I would have just in case, maybe once or twice a week, or if I know that I'm going to have a big session. But more weights, I would normally have it if I'm lifting. I wouldn't necessarily have it if I'm having a big cardio session because it just makes you feel like shit. The simple ones, these are probably very underrated. Now, vitamin C, Efferson or whatever they're called, vitamin C and zinc tablets. I swear by these, I don't know what it is, but my not performance, but the difference between how often I get ill or not, I swear it's to do with these. I don't know if it is, but if I have enough vitamin C and zinc, I don't get ill. And as soon as I stop having these, I swear I catch some sort of cold or some sort of flu or something very quickly. And especially when I've been going around doing nightclub tours and stuff like that, these have been half of the reason why I felt okay enough to train in the morning, because if I've drank, I have them before I go to bed, and in the morning I'll pretty much have them all the time. And as long as you get your vitamin C in, it seems to be okay. Multivitamins and iron. Again, I've got an iron deficiency, so these help me a little bit more than everyone else, but I would always include a multivitamin in your diet for, again, illness and just defense against anything, because it's not ideal having to take 5 days off the gym because you've been ill, and especially when you are in England, you pretty much, there always seems to be one thing going around, so multivitamins. And the only thing that I would say that I've left out is cod liver oil. because I ran out and I don't have it, but cod liver oil tablets just for joint repair and generally feeling good of myself, because my knees seem to, everything now since I'm at this point in training where I've lifted for a while, I've done CrossFit workouts for a while, stuff like that, you're always going to have aches and pains, and cod liver oil is just going to be, for the sake of buying it when it's that cheap, if it helps that 1% of me not getting injured or lubing my joints up a little bit, I would always go for it. So this is pretty much all of my supplement stack. Now again, not an advertisement, but these guys send me some free shit and it tastes quite nice, but that is the only difference. It just tastes nice. There is loads of good companies which you can get this from. And yeah, so that is my supplement stack. Like, thumbs up, all of that stuff if you like it. Yes, I've got a beanie on and I don't have a top on. That is what we're doing from now on.